love. I knew it from the start. Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. Dereck Reacts, back at it again, and you read right, Madonna with Rebel Heart. Yes, the actual title of the album. We're going to be taking a look at the song from the album, and I can't wait to get my hands on this as we look at both versions, the demo and the album version. And you guys love my last reaction of Wash All Over Me, and love the verses, the demo, and the original. So I'll be doing that for the rest of the album. I think that's what we should be doing. And I can't wait to get my hands on it. And actually, what's interesting is that I was looking at your comments, and you guys thought that the original version versus the demo was good, and vice versa. So I think it was kind of like a split 50-50 decision, and I can see that. I can see that that was a a pretty good song. Um, Everything about that one was good. So I can't wait to see what she's got here for me, guys. Before we get into the video, please take a moment, comment, like, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your feedback. Makes videos like these all the more possible. And also take a moment to follow me and like me, both on Instagram and on Facebook. And if you're new to the channel, guys, welcome. I also have a Patreon link down below. Be sure to check that out when you get a chance. Help support my channel. Makes recommendations like the one you're about to watch all the more possible. All right, guys, without further ado, let's go. Strings.
My life like a masochist, hearing my father say, told you so, told you so. Why can't you be like the other girls? I said, oh no, that's not me, and I don't think that it'll ever be. Thought I belonged to a different tribe, walking alone, never satisfied. Tried to fit in, but it wasn't me. I said, oh no, I want more. That's not what I'm looking for.
Love her voice. Her voice is so good on this, and I think it has a lot to do because of what, guys? The strings, acoustic strings, some electric strings too in there, thrown in the back. Love the thumping kind of like percussions coming into a very interestingly done. This has a very organic feel. I love it. Her voice sounds good against it, and it has kind of like a very great progressing vocal continuation of I guess you can call it like like metally, like melodic structure, very interestingly. I don't know, but love the lyrics. Love the lyrics. Very deep stuff. At least introspective at it, that's coming off of from what she's saying. I said, "Oh no, that's not me, and I don't think that I'll ever be." Thought that I belong to a different tribe. Walking alone never satisfies. She emphasizes that twice. Tried to fit in, but it wasn't me. I said, "Oh no, I want more." And I love the kind of the pace. It's kind of like a little quick, the pace, but it's very acousticy. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit so we don't lose the transition into the chorus there. Pretty neat.
But it wasn't me. I said, oh no, I want more. That's not what I'm looking for.
Oh.
So I took the road less traveled by, and I barely made it out alive through the darkness.
I like that.
Somehow I survived. Tough love.
Ooh.
Deep down in the depths of my rebel heart.
Oh my god, this is so enjoyable. Oh, I love it. So enjoyable, so good on the ears. You want to sing along, like she always does. You want to sing along. So good. I love her ups and downs, her transitions, and her runs. They're good. They're good. I like them. And they're just so good on the ears. I love when she does stuff like that. I love when she does. So I took the road less traveled by, and I barely made it out alive. And then she goes up. As she goes up there through the darkness, somehow I survived. Tough love. I knew it from the start. It's almost like she's kind of like storytelling in a way. And she has this very kind of like, like I could picture her like in the car, like doing this thing. I don't know why. Like on the road or something, you know? It just has that feel. it's very optimistic in a way, even though she's describing kind of like her how far she's come to where she is now by the lyrics. Let's get into the second verse, guys. It's looking good so far, looking good.
I've spent some time as a
Ooh.
narcissist, hearing the others say, look at you, trying to be so provocative. I said, oh yeah, that was me.
Oh.
All the things I did just to be seen. I've grown my past and I've shed my skin, letting it go and I'll start again,
I like that.
Never look back, it's a waste of time. I said, oh yeah, this is me, and I'm right here where I wanna be. I said, hell yeah, this is me, right where I'm supposed to be.
I like what she does. I like what she does. She used an interim in break there, where it's just her and the kind of like the finger snaps, no strings and just percussion. Very interesting how she did that to break it up, give it some separation. Notice how she said that. She said, "Oh yeah, this is." You would think that she would go higher, like, "Oh yeah." No, no. She kind of like stood in the same structure in terms of tone. And I'm where right here where I'm supposed to be. I like it. I like it. This is a very it has kind of like a feel good vibe to it, very feel good. A departure from the other songs I've been reacting to that are less electronic, less electronica, less dancey. Just her with the guitar and kind of like a very laid back approach. But it's just it has kind of like that jolly. I keep saying optimistic. You know what I mean? You know that type of thing. But the structure is very simple, very simple. But I think what's winning here is the melody. Melody is good because it's very singable at the same time. So that's what's winning it from here for me.
Right where I'm supposed to be. So I took the road less traveled by, and I barely made it out alive. Through the darkness, somehow I survived. Tough love, I knew it from the start, deep down in my rebel heart. So I took the road less traveled by, and I barely made it out alive.
Oh, so good.
Darkness, somehow I survived. Tough love, I knew it from the start, deep down in the depth of my rebel heart.
Oh, so good, and it's so enjoyable to listen to. Definitely a song you want to come back to, and on first take, you get it already. You get it because of this. The structure's simple in terms of the melody and stuff. Simple structure, and how it's done. So, I mean, just listen to me. I'm singing along already, singing along to this thing. The chorus is so good. Notice what she did there. She's using other strings too. It almost seems like a violin of some sort in the back. Because it's very stringy, very stringy. And then there you hear the finger snaps that are pretty prominent there, giving it more kind of like that edge. Very interestingly done. This is all about lyrics, all about kind of like an biographical nature of her, like a story of how she's got to where she is today, and her legacy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Acknowledging her legacy, really cool stuff, and how this is like setting up a theme for the album. Notice Rebel Heart, Rebel Heart. She's been there, she's done that, she survived. Oh, oh, I like that. I like that.
My rebel heart.
Oh, how nice that is. This is a nice, a little cute track. I say cute, but I wonder what's gonna happen with the other version, because you saw what happened with the last one. Um, with the last one with Wash All Over Me, we had a very dancey track. Is she gonna continue that? Is she gonna continue that theme At least that's what it is with the demo that I've noticed. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Before we get into the next one, I was reading your comments, and it just makes a lot of sense how a lot of people become so frustrated with this whole thing with how she got musically, artistically raped by people stealing her music and all that. It really sucks because it takes away from the artist and their original, their creative, output, and how they wanted to go about executing the music. That sucks. Because there's so many people that have said, her fans, and a lot of people that have read, that this album could have been could have been brilliant. Not to say that it isn't, and what it is now, but I'm just saying, like, it just takes away. It's just takes away. It's just like how she said, it's artistic rape. It's unbelievable. It takes away from all that. So violin, strings, guitars with maybe some electric guitars and all that. Very, very bright, very optimistic. I like it. A lot of lift on this one. She's good when it's just her and the guitar, guys. That's how it is. That's how it is, and I like it. Um, let's see what happens. Avicii is on this project with co-produced with Avicii, R.S. Salem, Al Fakor, Magnus Liddale, and Vincent Pantori. Yeah. So I'll see you guys for the next version. Oh, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that.
I live my life like a masochist, hearing my father say, told you so, told you so. Why can't you be like the other girls? I said, oh no, that's not me, and I don't think that it'll ever be. Thought I belonged to a different tribe, walking alone, never satisfied.
So here's the thing with this. This one's interesting because less stringy. The strings are there, but they almost seem to be produced synthetically. Like synth-wise. They don't seem to be like, organic sounding strings acoustic wise. At least that is for the beginning. But you hear a lot of thumping percussion sounds in the beginning. Love kind of like that Rebel Heart thing. Intro in the beginning, as it's being spoken, very, very lifting, almost euphoric sounding, kind of like soaring in the skies, like that. So it has a very so liking this version already, liking this version in terms of sound. And I don't know, it's just her voice sounds good here too, so I don't know.
Tried to fit in, but it wasn't me. I said, oh no, I want more. That's not what I'm looking for. So I took the road less traveled by, and I
They're still there.
barely made it out alive. Through the darkness, somehow I survived.
Tough love. I love that part.
I knew it
From the start.
deep down in the depths of my rebel heart.
Oh. So that's the difference there. There isn't much difference in terms of structure at all, or at least sound goes. Yeah, the Rebel Heart part that's kind of like repeating in the back gives it a lot of more lift. Um, and it was kind of like a little shaky there. I guess it's because of this. It's probably not in its complete form. You guys, these are demos. They're not in a complete form, but it sounds good, nonetheless. The strings are still there, but there's just tweaks. There's like minor tweaks, and you can hear them specifically after listening to the first version. But I'm gonna tell you something, and this is what I've noticed. When you start tweaking things and you start making things, and this is nothing against the mixers or anything like that, but her voice changes a little bit. And for some reason, the first version has kind of like more of that organic feel with her voice. I guess it's because it's less, it's just, it's a little bit less, it's more stripped, I think. That's what it is in terms of instrumentation. So you hear her voice in clarity. It could just be the audio, guys, so I don't know. Oh. Interesting.
I've spent some time
Oh,
as
they're
a
there.
narcissist, hearing the others say, look at you, trying to
Oh,
be so provocative. I said, oh yeah, that was me. All the things I did just to be seen. I've got my past and I've shed
I
my
like that.
skin, letting it go and I'll start again,
Start again. Like it. You're getting more violins, more strings, as far as the violin component goes in the back. That's coming in nice and strong. Her voice still sounds good as it is. Not much difference. Not much difference from the two. So this is gonna be hard for me to choose. I don't know. I might like both of them, but I just love it. I love that lyric. When she goes, "Tough love, I knew it from the start," and then she goes deep down in the depth of my rebel heart. I love that. It's just a nice little segue into the next part. Oh, so good. So there you have it. Let's continue, guys.
Never look back, it's a waste of time. I said, oh yeah, this is me, and I'm right here where I wanna be. I said, hell yeah, this is me, right where I'm supposed to be. So I took the road less traveled by, and I barely made it all alive. Through the darkness, somehow I survived. Tough love, I knew it from the start. Deep down in my rebel heart.
Fantastic. Notice that warping sound is very prominent in this one. Very prominent. I like that. I can just imagine her singing this live, and I think there's a couple of live versions. As I was looking through the videos, she's got this live, and I just can't wait to get my hands on something live like this, because there's something about her and her guitar when she's live that's just truly special. I've said this before, and I liked when she did that with Paradise Not For Me, I think it was, in the Confessions tour with Isaac. Oh my God, I love that. And then not only that, she actually sang a couple other songs too with him, and I just love it. I love when she's like that. Oh, there's just something about it. Um, Letting it go, and I know, and I'll start again and start again. Never look back. It's a waste of time. Moving on, guys. Moving on. I said, "Oh yeah, this is me. I'm right here where I want to be." I said, "Hell yeah, this is me, right where I'm supposed to be." It's so good. So good to know that you've come this way, and you're still who you are, and you haven't changed for anybody. You know, you're not giving a shit about anybody, what anybody says about you, and continue and holding your own. That's what I love about it. That's what I love about it. Taking the road less traveled by, and I barely made it out alive, acknowledging that it was difficult, very difficult.
So I took the road less traveled by, and I barely made it out alive. Through the darkness, somehow I survived. Tough love, I knew it from the start. Deep down in the depth of my rebel heart.
Love it. And then you hear the rebel heart, and again coming in. Very interesting how that little sort of thing was kind of like omitted and taken out. So they made little tweaks here and there from the two. I got to tell you something, guys. Not much of a difference. Not much of a difference in terms of sound and overall yeah, I mean, it's just they sound both the same, and it's just so enjoyable to hear on the ears. It's a good song. So yeah, so I mean, a great all around. Oh, oh,
My rebel heart.
oh, her vibratos were so good. I love it. I'm gonna just quickly go over this, guys, because I went into it in depth within the reaction, and everything about this was good. How would I rank it overall, the song in general? And this goes for both versions. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think it's a good song. I wouldn't classify it as my favorite thus far, but I think it's okay. I think it's enjoyable. I think it's enjoyable, and it's not bad. It's not bad. Um, she released it in 2015 along with her, obviously her album, co-produced it with Avicii, Arish Boronelli, Salim Al Fakor, Magnus, and Vincent, as they said. So it's very, very bright, very upbeat. You get those guitar strings in both versions. More prominent in the first one because you can hear them clarity. Less, I guess, less tweaking in terms of the other version goes. And they kind of like stripped away a lot of other elements that this version had when it comes to the first one. Now the Rebel Heart thing was removed. I could have done without that. It wasn't really needed. Maybe in the beginning and then maybe in the end. I don't know. I know it was thrown around all over the place in this one, but a lot of finger claps. By the way, there seems to be some clapping too in this version that I noticed. And I didn't say that, but I wanted to make sure that I said that. And specifically in the beginning, I've heard it. A lot of more strings in terms of violins prominently in this version too. So I heard that. Mixing by Angie Teo. Keyboards by Salem. There was some keyboard arrangements here. Guitar by Salem again. Vocal editor Vincent Pantori and recording engineer DiMaccio. They call him Demo. Programmer Magnus, additional programmer Demo, and then mixing engineer Demo, and then bass by Josekim. So there you have. Very, 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 very good melody. You want to sing along. And the demo was considered to be a dancey, but is it? Is it really dancey? I don't know. Maybe there's another one out there. I heard it. There's like so many different demos. Who knows? Please let me know, guys. Please let me know. And then you get that point where she says, "Hell yeah, this is me, right where I'm supposed to be," and then you get the chorus, which is good. So about her legacy, about her past, and where she is now. That's what it's all about, guys. This is a good one, guys. This is a good one. If it's a favorite, I don't know. I have to listen to all the other ones, but it's pretty high. It's pretty high up there, and just not. I loved Inside Out. I think that's probably my favorite one thus far. Wash All Over Me probably second, and then this one. So, Ghost Town was good too. Ghost Town was good too. So, lots to choose from. Lots to choose from. We have to wait for the next reactions and see. But I'll see you guys for the next one. Please leave your comment suggestions down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Until next time, for more videos like these, please let me know which version you love. If there's a big difference, please let me know. Please let me know, guys. Until next time, take care. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more videos like these, be sure to check this one out. And also take a moment to comment, like, and smash the subscribe button to stay on all the latest reaction videos. And guys, yes, I have a Patreon link. Be sure to check that out when you get a chance. Help support my channel. Makes recommendations like the one you just saw all the more possible. Alright guys, take care. Love you guys. Peace.